So I got out of work this morning and ran a few errands first thing. Got a bunch of stuff done really, but the tank at home, I've already pumped that. That was like 4 inches from the top. So that one's pumped because I didn't want that thing to overflow because I'm getting good at running tanks over lately. But now the four-legged boss and I are headed to the big woods to get a load. It says it's about 75% there, so I'm gonna pull a load out, go home, get the RO fired up for an hour or two, step on that a bunch, and then I've got to play the dance taxi later, so I'll get all the sap hauled during that time frame of when I'm running around with that. So a bunch of stuff to do. Should make a bunch of syrup tonight. I haven't checked sap percentage yet, but I'm sure it's trash because that's what we've had all year. So you ready to go haul some sap? Well, I guess he's excited today. Well, the RPMs are right where they need to be for once, and there's no leaks to go chase, which is weird because that seems like that's all I've done lately, but pump looks good. Now let's get a low sap hold. Well, some good looking sap, and there's probably 10 inches left of the tank, so take a load out, go fire the RO up. The trick here is to get this thing as full as possible, but I need to wait and then run down to the pump and shut it off. So I've kind of got it down to a science, but not completely. And today, the way the glare is off the sun, it's hard to see when standing closer, so see if we can get this thing. I think that's it. Still the better part of the load sitting here, probably. I won't be able to get the other two small woods and all of this on, I don't think, by the end of the day, so. Oh well. I'm gonna run down and check the releaser though, because I haven't checked it in a few days and I'm sure it's dirty, but I'll probably wash it tomorrow morning. Brook went down quite a bit in 2 days. It was cranking through here. It's not crazy dirty, but it could be cleaned. But the sap is just cranking in here today, which is, we'll take it. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. .4.5%, 1.5 here at home. It's amazing what a good freeze up or two will do to get these sugar contents straightened around. The big woods will be a different story though, I'm sure. .1%, maybe 1.1. Gee, pretty terrible. RO's fired up, permeate going to the permeate tank, concentrate going to the raw sap tank to recirculate it. I gotta make sure on that because I've put both of them on the ground before because the valves were in the wrong place. We're good now. Good. I got some syrup here that I bottled the other day. I just gotta finish putting that away and then pretty well ready for tonight. Let this run for a little while and then start hauling some more. Somehow I'm looking to kill a little bit of time right now. So I'm gonna get the pressure washer out and take a layer of crud off this tank on the inside. Where I'm kind of killing time, this is a barrel of syrup that we had made the other night, probably a week or so ago now. And I just didn't have time to filter it that night, so it's just unfiltered syrup that wasn't really hot packed right. Now I'm going to use the stinger pipe, use the press as a pump it into the finisher, check it for density one more time. I think this was over dense too. Heat it up, run it through the filter press, back into the barrel after I clean it. That way I can just put this one away in storage and then get it out of the sugar house because it's just taking up space right now. Where these barrels have the handles on them and the bung is in the center, the crane up overhead doesn't work good, so you gotta use the pump and it's just slow. text the crew, let them know that we're starting tonight at about 5:30. See if we can get a full sugar house, because it's more fun when you boil with friends, not by yourself. So 5:30, we'll let them know. Mix this up one more time. It was pretty full, so if I mixed it too much, it was going to go all over the edge, which is generally a daily occurrence when I'm filtering syrup on full pans. Where this is only 15 gallons, I've only got 3 frames running. I did make sure that they were all in right and had papers like they're supposed to, because for some reason I've been either putting them in backwards or forgetting papers this year. It's been kind of a struggle filtering syrup, but this is beautiful stuff going right into the 15-gallon barrel. I haven't checked these taps across the road in a few weeks, so I'm gonna check these now, and I'm thinking there's no leaks, but just better put my eyes on them. There's a leak on that clamp, so I'm gonna go get a nut driver and tighten that thing up. I got it slowed down, but it really just needs another clamp, I think. I think I got one in my truck. That leak is almost all the way. It's a junk nylon fitting is what it is from Lowe's, because it has like a spiral rib to it, not like a layered rib, and it's just following those spirals in, so I'll have to change that out at some point, but for now it's good. Sap is definitely running here. It's just, you gotta look at it at the right angle because the sun's in your eyes on some of it. No leaks on that left side, so we'll go over, we'll check the right side and the 2 ladders where they go over the road. I think we're going to be good though. 5/16 ladder's climbing good. So is the 3/16. These are all good over here, so now it's time to fire up the dance taxi. Take Bridget, but I'm going to make her go with me because I got one tank that I'm going to get that's closer here, and it'll help me with the route, if that makes sense. Probably 2/3 of a tank here at Blake Road. Batteries are keeping up right now because we've been getting some sunny days. Sitting at 12.5 volts right now, running like it should. The bottom of these tanks is getting pretty cruddy on these warm days. I had to work yesterday, so this is 2-day-old sap, and the sap looks good, but the bottom of the tank doesn't. This is where cleaning your tanks every day pays dividends, because if you just left that and then put sap in it tomorrow, it'd be totally junk. 200 at Blake Road. Here at the hill, there's probably a little bit less than that, probably 175 here. Same thing, I mean, it's decent looking stuff, but it's not great, but it's 2-day-old. This pump's been holding steady the last, I don't know, 5 days, maybe longer than that, pulling 25 inches. For a SureFlow system, that's pretty damn good. The other one's sitting at like 21, 22, but 25, I'll take that all day long for this thing, but these things are still pissing me off because of batteries and all that. I gotta find something different, I think. I've got all 350 on now, so that's telling me that I'm not gonna be able to get everything at the Big Woods on with one last load. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go home, dump this off, get the RO fired up again, then go get Brooke, get the last load, get that tank cleaned, and I should be able to do it just in one last swoop and then get to cooking, as they say in New Hampshire. .3 off some of our best woods. Not awesome. because I'm a classy dad, I got Brooke down in the sugar house with dinner. How are your leftovers?
Well,
They're good. I brought the babysitter too. RO's stepping on it. That's all today's sap. Is in here now, running that through. I'm just getting the sugar house set up. I cleaned the pans the other night, so I just gotta put the rig back together now, which takes a few minutes, some floats, stuff like that. That went pretty good. I just went to light that thing with no sap nothing.
You gonna burn the place down or what?
Trying to burn the place down, apparently. Nope, you gotta leave them closed. That's all sap.
Leave them closed, leave them open. I don't know. I just my first day. My first day. My first day.
I'm new.
Quite the guard dog, huh? Pretty sure we're making amber still, which I think we may darken up before it's over because just the sap quality, but we'll keep making the amber for now. You try this stuff yet? It's not bad. It doesn't suck at all. Just kind of good. It's good stuff. Figure I probably ought to check the tank down back because I pumped it this morning. Yeah. That's worth pumping. I'll probably even run up and get a bucket and wash this thing out too. This time change thing is pretty nice because you can still see what you're doing at like 6:30 at night, where before it was all by headlamp or braille. So of course I forgot the brush when I came down because I made a mad dash up to get a bucket of water to clean up. So I forgot the brush. So just a quick rinse tonight because this got cleaned earlier today and I'm not taking the time to make another special trip just for a brush when a rinse will do it. But there's probably another 40 gallons there, so that way the tank's clean because I don't know if we'll boil tomorrow or not. Maybe. plus. It's pretty much rocket fuel. So we filled the finisher once tonight, filtered it, put it up to the canner because I'm going to need that to bottle it anyway. So rather than putting it in a barrel, I'll just figure to filter it in the morning. I'll just kick on the water jacket, heat that up, and because of that, now we're working on number 2 now, which that doesn't suck making a second one tonight, which we won't. We'll probably make maybe half of that, which is still pretty good. All right, shut down for the night. We only had a small pile that we had to shovel out, which is par for the course around here, but it gets us out of the sugar house faster. Made, call it 18 gallons, maybe a little bit less than that up in the canner. I'll deal with that tomorrow. And then another little over half there. That's about 15, so 7.5. So call it 25 gallons tonight, maybe a little bit more than that. That's a great night for us. Putting us pretty well right on track still where we were last year. Terry and I were just kind of going over the numbers from last year, and we're pretty close. It just, like I said, it seems like we're working harder, but I think a lot of it is the temperature swings that we're having this year, and these warm temperatures are making everyone kind of cringe looking forward as to what's going to go on with these trees. Still making steam. That's just the bubbler and what residual heat's in the bricks. The blower's wide open going into the arch right now. I'm just trying to blow all the heat out before I shut things down. It cools down pretty quick now. RO's put to bed. That thing's been putting in the hours lately. This thin sap, we're still boiling rocket fuel because we don't want to be in the sugar house all night. It's, what time is it right now? It's just after 9 o'clock, and we started boiling at 5:30 and went through 1,900 gallons of sap today. So pretty good boil. Less than 4 hours really of boiling time, and we got through that. And we made, I don't know, close to 30 gallons. So I'm pretty happy with that. Worst thing ever, more syrup that doesn't suck. We're making great stuff this year. It's getting better, I think.